Well. Welcome to my classroom. Alright, this is top 10 under 500, you guys, and it's a new one for the year 2025. I haven't done a top 10 under 500 in a long time, so I just thought, let me do this video because there's some beautiful finds. I know, I've got my specs on, I've got a little bit of an eye infection problem. Skincare as well as makeup should be enjoyed by everybody. It is very important that anyone who's in a budget should be able to enjoy the process of, getting glammed up, just enjoying their skincare. But at the same time, I want you guys to always pay attention to the ingredients that many brands are also putting into their products just to make it inexpensive. So I know there's a lot of high-end brands that have also been, called out for when it comes to, probably shady ingredients. But if that is the case, then you and I need to be even more careful when we are playing around with budget-friendly options, okay? Because we really don't know who's following ethical procedures in just providing you some high-quality ingredients on a budget, which very few do. So this is all that I'm showing you. My top 10 under 500 is everything from a personal experience. So usually what irritates my skin, what irritates my eye, whatever it is, I do not put it forward. I test it out on myself. I'm your guinea pig for all the right reasons. So I just help you shop better, okay? And it shouldn't take away from the fact that performance-wise, these products that I'm about to show you, they just work beautifully. So if you're new to my channel, you know what to do. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to follow me at Shweta Vijayana, which is my Instagram account, because it's a lot more fun out there, okay? Short form content as always. Let's begin. Ladies, I'm starting off with a lip butter. I'm not sure. I must have put this in my monthly favorite too, and I'm reintroducing you all to this beautiful lip balm from Sohrai. So this is the glossy lip butter. It's got such beautiful ingredients that is super hydrating and moisturizing. It's a nice cross between a gloss, a hydrating thick butter that just completely drenches your lips in utmost moisturization. It is such a beautiful lip butter for in a budget, basically. It's also got amla oil as an ingredient, and I love how soft it is, how nourishing it is. This reminds me of Indie Wild's lip balm, and in fact it kind of like performs the same way. I'm not saying it's a dupe. Sohrai is a brand that Beauty and You is an award that Nykaa conducts, where they discover new brands, and many new brands that have the greatest formulation but are not being able to get the recognition and the attention from the industry. Beauty and You are those awards that kind of like celebrates small indie brands, and they are the winners of that, okay? So their cleansing oil, I love it. I can't praise this enough. There's one in my handbag, one in the house, and they've got this limited edition right now with a silver charm, this little silver charm, it's their limited edition. This is what the lip butter looks like, and totally worth the price range, and performance value is right up there. So let's move on to the next one. Now let me introduce you to LAMEL Matte Eyes. This is their liquid eyeshadows, and I am in love with liquid eyeshadows because they're super easy to work with, and especially for me when I'm on the go. Liquid eyeshadows and pen eyeshadows, those crayon type, they come to the rescue because it's so easy, and it's easy to travel with instead of this big obnoxious palettes. I love eyeshadows, but I'm kind of like done with eyeshadow palettes, okay? Maybe it's just because I'm in my 40s right now and I need something that is like really easy. So LAMEL Matte Eyes, I've got a couple of colors, but this one in particular called 402 Macchiato. Such a beautiful underrated eyeshadow, you guys. I think this is less than 350, around 350, I'm not too sure. But if you can get your hands on this, it's in Nykaa, it's a Tira, please pick this one up. Super easy, very impressive, you guys. And this particular shade, it's such a nice warm toned, I would say neutral toned, it comes a little wine, it comes a little brown. There's a nice reddish undertone to this, but when you blend it, let me blend and tell you how it works. Look at that. It gives such a nice plum smokiness to this, and on top of that you can just go on with your shimmer eyeshadow and it just doesn't smudge, it just doesn't budge, it just sits there beautifully on your eyelids and it doesn't crease on those lines. It dries down very quickly, so once it dries down it's not going to budge at all. So I would suggest just apply that on your one eye at a time, basically blend it really well. Beautiful color, this particular one, 402 Macchiato, and again within budget and totally worth it. This is new, but I know it's not like a beauty product, but this is definitely part of your beauty regime. Without your teeth, you're just going to look cute, all right? You're going to rock that grandma look. But if you want to save your teeth, my dear kids, then Parodontax, okay, is a toothpaste. And I know everyone's going to be like, a toothpaste? But hell to the yes. This, I saw ads, basically you must have seen ads of this where it says if you've got, any gum problems, you can just introduce this. And I thought, okay, let me just give it a shot. And this is the Parodontax Expert Gum Care Ultra Clean, okay? So this is your daily protection against any gum related issue. And if you've got gum related issue, if you use this and gum tone gel, I've already spoken about gum tone gel many times in my pharma brands. It is bomb. If you feel that there's build-up happening on your teeth very often, then this is the kind of toothpaste that will really help. I got this via Amazon. I will definitely link it out here. So if you see traces of blood when you brush and you spit out, or any signs of gum related problem, little bit of that bad breath, just try this toothpaste, you guys. It really works. I won't say that it keeps your breath minty fresh. There's this saltiness to it which just helps with the gums, you guys. So if you're looking out for something new to introduce in your regime, then this is it. The next one that you guys need to pick up is this beauty. This is the Plum BodyLovin Marshmallow Melt Body Lotion with Shea Butter. This. Kids, if you have been in love with the other one, the Caramello one, okay, if you're a big fan of that, Caramello was, I think, an alternative for the Sol de Janeiro one. If you like your sweet scent, if you like your marshmallow, caramel, milky scent to your body, this is the one that you need to pick up. It is super beautiful. It's super long lasting. When you come out of the shower, when your body is slightly damp and warm, and you apply this all over, your body, and let it dry, it just, that smell lingers on, the scent lingers on, not the smell, it lingers on. And when you spritz perfume all over it, you smell like a delicious walking, talking cupcake. It is so beautiful. I have this perfume that I'll be talking about in my monthly favorite. It's Latafa Eclair. The combination of this and Eclair is, it's so bomb. Oh God, guys, when people hug me, I promise I'm not exaggerating the kind of compliments I get. So if you're not a perfume sort of a person at all, you don't like to spritz perfume, but you like your body products to have that delicious gourmand sort of a scent, then just go for this. Like I said, it's sweet, it's not that intoxicating one that gives you a headache. It's just the right scent of marshmallow, and it smells of this Kayali perfume. I think it's a marshmallow scent. I sprayed a spritz of that when I was at Sephora UAE, and this kind of like reminds me of the marshmallow scent from Kayali. It's beautiful, totally worth the money. Okay kids, let's move on to the next one, and this is the Hyphen Hydrating Ceramide Toner Essence. This is their milky toner, which is supposed to be, that's what the internet says, it's a dupe of the Rhodes milky toner, and kind of like a toner dupe of the Tier one. I don't own the Rhodes milky toner. My sister did, so I tried it. It's not a dupe. I have also the Tier with Me milky toner, one of my favorite. It's not a dupe. It's a little more thicker. It's a good alternative. So if you've got the driest of skin, because I feel the Tier milky toner is very hydrating and it's perfect for all skin types, but this one I feel is little more towards dry skin and normal skin. It is a little more milkier, texture wise. It's got that thicker texture than any milky toner that I've tried. It's got this 5% white nectar, 7% NMF and ceramide complex, and I feel it is super hydrating. The only thing I don't like about this is that bottle packaging sort of scent. I like little bit of a fragrance in my skincare. I just want to enjoy my skincare, and I don't want something, you know, when you put this in a cardboard box and you get the smell of a cardboard box. That's what I kind of like get from this toner. But for less than 500, you're getting a toner that, despite me having combination matured skin, I have enjoyed it so much. Okay, so I'm just going to spritz that a little bit. First of all, this is what it looks like. It is such a beautiful, cute packaging. Okay, really that hard sort of case, and that's how milky the toner is, and it just is a little thick, and once it just completely, the skin absorbs it, it leaves a lovely, soft, nice, dewy finish. You know, it is not that kind of finish that only happens right after you put any product. You know, people just put on the product and they'll be like, oh my god, it looks really dewy. No, it doesn't. Just give it some time. If after around 10 to 15 minutes you have this film of dewiness, then you know that it's a beautiful glowy product. It is just this toner right after my face wash, and I'll apply retinol. That's it. That's my night skincare routine. Not at all complicated. It is even more hydrating than I would say the Rhodes one, from what I remember. This in my product empties video, I can't find that because, you know, there were a lot of things that got thrown away from my house when we were doing a proper, you know, spring cleanup. Anyway, this is the Kasturi, Turmeric and Vetiver shower gel. This is from Shesha Ayurveda. It's a new bottle. I really like this. Now the scent, you could either love it or you could hate it. If you don't like the scent of Vetiver, if you don't like the scent of, you know, Kasturi, the turmeric basically, I don't think you're going to like this. My mom adores this so much. Okay, first of all, it keeps the body skin feeling so clean and hydrated. Now Shesha Ayurveda is a brand, an Ayurvedic brand that deserves a lot more love and a lot more attention, because I feel some of their products are 1,000 times better than Forest Essentials and Karma. Sorry you guys, it's just the honest truth, because you shouldn't be paying that sort of price. I know that they've got some really good products. Karma has fabulous products. Forest Essential has got some really good formulations. But, you know, I have bought many myself. I've worked with them in the past. But the truth of the fact is, there are certain Ayurvedic ingredients that doesn't require that premium price. How the scent goes. It's a very strong scent, okay? It feels like this. It's got this perfumey scent that is not... I won't say that it's that artificial perfume, but it's that Vetiver is so strong over here, man. It could either give you a headache, but it did not give me a headache. It kind of like simmers down when mixed with water, but you smell so nice. You smell so fresh. And the ingredients out here, okay, it's first of all sulfate and paraben free. It's got fresh aloe vera leaf extract. It's got Vetiver oil. It's got, you know, turmeric in this. And it's also got glycerin, so maybe that is why it's also hydrating. A great job. I think it's a scent that either you will love or it's a scent that you will hate. Whatever it is, it's a scent that you will not ignore. So this is it from Shesha Ayurveda, a beautiful, beautiful product. Let's talk about Maad, okay? And Maad, they have so many makeup products that is under 500, yeah? But not necessarily all have to be good. I have some duds from Maad, but there are also some products that are incredibly beautiful, okay? Surprisingly beautiful. One of them is this beauty. This is the black blush from Maad. I don't know if I mentioned this before. Have I put this in my monthly favorite? Must have, not too sure, or maybe in my best of series. I love this blush so much. Now Huda Beauty has come up with it. So many brands have come up with this black blush. So it's this pH balancing sort of a color. I mean, as soon as it kind of like touches your skin, the pH of your skin changes the color. But what, let me just apply this a little bit so that you would understand. First of all, when you know, play around with it, this is the kind of color. The color payoff is really lovely. So you're just going to play with it so gently out here, and it has the prettiest pink flush of color, which is so lovely. And It reacts to the pH of my skin and it gives such a lovely dewy finish. Well, it's not dewy basically, it turns into a nice semi-matte, but it's not too matte that it kind of like looks drying, and the color lasts for a very long time, okay? It just stays, and I have used this in Dubai, I've used this here in Kochi when it's humid. Of all the pH adjusting black blush balms, I think this one really stood out for me. So kudos, Mars, and really to think that this is affordable, I love it. Okay, so we're moving on to Pilgrim. This is the 5 Ceramide Barrier Repair Moisturizer with Korean Sika. Fragrance free for dry combination and sensitive skin. Can I just tell you, I was like blown away with this moisturizer. This one, this beauty right out here, okay? Again, I'm sure not many people are talking about this. I feel it's relatively new. This brand is now confusing me. I know they've got some really good skincare, but their hair care is what stands out, yeah? But then again, there's Pilgrim makeup at the same time. So most of the products that this brand is producing right now, formulating, it's top notch. But this one, under 500, there is a moisturizer that is so beautifully formulated. It's super hydrating, you guys. I love it. It kind of like reminds me of the Dot and Key Ceramide at the same time, but a little more thicker than the Dot and Key one. This is, like they said, for dry skin, okay? So it is such a lovely, thick, hydrating cream. It's kind of, I'm not saying it's a dupe or alternative, it reminds me of the CeraVe one. It is that, look at that, that texture of it is super hydrating. So if you've got dry skin and you don't want something too thick for your dry skin for a summertime, because you also got to check out ceramide sort of face creams that is not going to melt away your skin. You know, that just sits on the skin and then you feel really irritated. This doesn't do that. It really protects. And I have noticed that when you wear this with a thread, my goodness, it really helps. So this is what the package looks like, and this is what the cream looks like, and it reminds me so much of the CeraVe one. It feels very much like a sleeping mask. So if you want to drench yourself in this and just go to bed, next day morning you kind of like wake up with really supple skin. Back to Mars again, and these are their new, well, I don't know how old they are, but I got this via PR. This is the Northern Lights in a pencil. Now the Northern Lights eyeshadows from Mars, everyone was talking about it whole of 2024. They remind me so much of the Swiss Beauty, these Kajal pencils. This one, it's got this duochrome effect, okay? You can't call this holographic, but let me show you one of the colors. What is this one called? This is called the Tundra Teal. I love this color so much, you guys. Look at that. It melts very much like the Swiss Beauty one, and it lasts for such a long time. And even a micellar water, even oil, basically cleansing oil, could not take this one off. Little worrisome to think what makes this really long wearing. In case you're not an eyeshadow person, you can even apply this as your eyeshadow. Just put this on your waterline or just draw an eyeliner with it. You are going to be turning heads out here, and I think they have done a beautiful job. If you want me to do a swatch of all of this, I can do it for you, but please get it, because again, they did not irritate my eyes. I don't know if they come out of the same Swiss Beauty factory. I'm assuming they do, because more or less the same thing, you guys, but I've got Kaleidoscope with me, and this is giving me Kaleidoscope in a budget. All right, so get it. And the last, you guys, is this fantastic sunscreen, which has completely impressed me. This is from Bodywise, a brand that I need to pay a lot more attention to. I did make a video of, brands that kind of like wowed me. I spoke about, formulations that I wish I had when I started my skincare journey. If you want me to sit down and do a proper video, like a complete full-fledged YouTube video, this is the Ultra Light Sunscreen SPF 50 Plus. This is from Bodywise. It's OMC free. It's got, people are worried about certain hormonal disruptors when it comes to, sunscreen, which I don't think you need to worry about. But I can understand, there's a lot of fear-based factors when it comes to sunscreen. There's a debate of whether you should wear sunscreen or not. I'm pro sunscreen, you guys. I love my sunscreen. It's got this very lightweight. It's not as lightweight as the Wish Care one, that's more fluid, but this has got this water-like texture that just melts into the skin. You know, when you apply that, 3-4 seconds, disappears. And for our summertime, for our weather right now, I feel these are the kind of sunscreens that you reach out for. Finally, there is a sunscreen that is so perfect for people who've got acne prone skin, because not many sunscreens out there deal with acne prone skin, okay, because there's something about it that kind of like triggers and irritates it. It's got this anti-acne technology. It's got, you know, it's got this Korean sort of a formulation out here. And I love the fact that it is safe for people who have got acne prone skin. Not many brands think of acne prone skin when it comes to sunscreen. Now again, very subjective point of view, but if you like Bodywise as a brand, because when I made that video, the kind of comments, so many favorites from so many people, they were like, try this, try that, this has changed. Their deodorant has actually changed the pigmentation from my underarms. So I was like, yes, I need to pay more attention to it. Please try this one out. This completes my top 10 under 500, you guys. Please let me know if you enjoyed this. What was your favorites from under 500 budget? I love you guys so much. Can't wait to see you in my next, and until later, bye for now.